Opening the last breath. In a single moment, everything changes. The world fades, your lungs exhale one final breath, and your eyes close to this life forever. What was so familiar just a heartbeat ago now feels distant, unreachable, gone. Yet this is not the end. It is only the beginning. The very first minute after death decides everything. In this instant, the soul awakens to eternity. Heaven or hell, there is no in-between. The soul rises. Your soul rises, weightless, leaving the body that once carried every memory, every choice, every sin, and every act of love. You look down. The room is filled with shadows of sorrow, your family weeping, clinging to what is now only flesh. The body lies still, but you are awake, more alive than ever. Light gathers on one side of the room, golden and radiant, while on the other side, darkness coils like smoke, whispering your name. In this moment, you know the fight for your eternity has begun. The two forces. Two radiant angels descend from the heights of heaven, their robes gleaming white, their eyes filled with the fire of eternity. But from below, shadows rise, twisted forms with burning eyes and chains clutched in their hands. Both sides move toward you. The angels extend their arms, calling you upward. The shadows hiss and claw, determined to drag you downward. Your soul trembles, caught between light and darkness. In this first minute, every choice of your life begins to matter in ways you never imagined. The tunnel of memory. Suddenly, a tunnel of light opens above you. It pulls you with irresistible force. As you ascend, flashes surround you, moments of your life replaying like fire upon your conscience. You see yourself as a child, innocent and full of wonder. You see the first lies you spoke, the times you chose selfishness over love, the faces of people you hurt, the times you helped, the prayers you whispered in secret. Every act is laid bare. Nothing is forgotten. Nothing is hidden. You realize that the story of your life is the evidence in the trial of your soul. The gates and the abyss. At the end of the tunnel, you arrive at a place of awe and terror. On your left, a gate of gold stands high above the clouds, shining brighter than the sun. Behind it, you glimpse peace. Green fields, rivers of light, and songs of joy rising in endless harmony. On your right, the ground splits open into a fiery abyss, flames stretching upward like hands desperate to devour. You hear screams echoing from its depths, cries that pierce the soul. Between these two destinies stands a great angel holding a book that glows with fire and light. This is the book of life, and your eternity depends on what is written inside. The book opens. The angel opens the book, and pages turn on their own, faster and faster, until one page settles still. Upon it, your name begins to glow. But even as golden letters form, shadows slither across the parchment, trying to erase it, to blot out your life forever. The angel looks at you, with eyes that see everything, every secret you thought was hidden. The judgment has begun. The throne appears. Then, all at once, heaven and earth fall silent. A throne appears in the distance, brighter than 10,000 suns, yet terrifying in its majesty. Upon the throne sits Jesus Christ, crowned with glory, robed in red, holding the authority of all creation. A multitude of angels surrounds him, their voices like thunder. He raises his hand, and in that gesture, your soul knows. This is the moment of the eternal verdict. The accusations revealed one by one, the secrets of life unfold, no longer hidden, no longer ignored. A scene forms before you, a man raising his hand against the one he vowed to love. The voice of the judge declares, "You raised your hand against the one you were meant to protect." Another vision, a woman abandoning her child, turning away from her own flesh and blood. The voice speaks again. You rejected the gift of motherhood, and your child's cry reached
Enter
heaven, though it never
my
reached you.
beloved.
Another, a wealthy man, clothed in luxury, turning his face from the hungry beggar, the words cut through eternity. You use silver to buy power, and your fist to strike the poor. Every act, every moment of selfishness, every sin is dragged into the open, undeniable, unescapable. The soul trembles, and the abyss roars louder, waiting. The cries of the condemned. From the pit below, countless voices rise, screaming in endless despair. They call for mercy that will never come. They plead for release that will never arrive. Chains drag across the flames, binding the condemned. Demons mock, shadows rejoice, and fire consumes without end. For the judge declares, justice is not drunk, and I cannot be bribed. The soul watches in horror, knowing that without redemption, this fate is inescapable. The deeds of mercy remembered. But then light pierces the darkness. New scenes appear. A man throwing himself before a speeding car to save a child. A woman feeding the hungry in secret, unseen by anyone but heaven. A priest who spoke truth even when the world turned against him. The judge speaks again, but this time his voice carries hope. You saved a life without thinking of yourself. You sowed love in the world when no one was watching. You faithfully preached my word. Every act of kindness, every sacrifice, every hidden prayer rises like a flame against the night. And in that light, the soul feels hope. The gates of heaven open, the throne shines brighter. Jesus points to the golden gates, and they swing open wide. His words echo, enter heaven, my beloved, welcome home. Crowns of glory are placed upon the faithful, robes of white cover their shoulders, and angels rejoice in triumphant song. Families reunite, laughter and tears of joy filling the air. The golden city glows, streets paved with light, towers rising into eternity. Here there is no sorrow, no pain, only endless peace in the presence of God. The fate of the lost, but for others, the verdict is different. The gates close and the abyss opens wider. Demons drag the guilty down, their screams swallowed by fire. Darkness claims them, and hope vanishes forever. The soul understands. Every breath on earth was a chance, every choice a line written in the book of life. And now the story is sealed. The final question. This is the first minute after death. It is a minute that lasts forever. It is the moment when every prayer, every decision, every hidden thought stands before the eternal judge. For some, the gates open and the crown is given. For others, the abyss calls and the fire consumes. The question remains, written in eternity. When your last breath fades, what will your verdict be? Heaven or hell?